guys, Mary and Embossing here. I'm going to show you a technique that I've been playing with where we're going to do some embossing and then we're going to stamp over with an archival ink, but because archival ink will dry really quickly, we're going to work quick and get another colour powder embossing on there. And if you look closely, you can see it grabs bits of it and not others, and it just gives it makes it look like there's three lots of stamping going on. It gives a really nice cool effect. Well, I like it anyway. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So first of all, I've taken some craft card that I've cut slightly smaller than my 10th fold card. So I'm going to pop that there. I'm using the Thankful stamps. I'm using the big flower from it, and just to save time a little bit later, I'm just going to be, well, I've already done it, the For You, so just done that. So I'm going to be using the big one. A little tip here, because I'm going to be stamping over the top, I've actually put a little black mark so I know exactly where, because when it's a flower like this, you can sort of move it like that and then you forget where you were, so you don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do first of all is ink up my stamp, lots and lots of ink on there, and you'll have to excuse the colour of it, it's because it's stained it. And because I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon there, I'm taking it slightly off centre. I don't want it smack in the middle, so I'm just doing it slightly off centre. Push down nice and firm, and then I get to use big pots. I'm using the opaque bright white in regular. This also comes in an ultra high and super fine. I'll go in and heat them all afterwards, and then I'm just gonna do another one up there, each time popping a little bit powder on. You don't need a lot, as you can see there. And this is great because if you miss a little bit, it really doesn't matter, because you're going to go back over it. So, and then let's just go a little bit on there. I'll throw a little bit more there. That's better. Give that a little flick. Get off any excess. Throw that on the floor. I'll sweep it up later. And then I'm just going to heat this. And I'll heat from underneath so you can see it changing. Just make sure it's all completely done. And then just give it a wave. We want to cool it down now, because we're going to put more on there, and we don't want the red powder to stick to the white, because then that will just lose the effect completely. So I'm just going to pop my lid on there, and I'm using the aquamarine from Ranger, the archival ink, hence my stamp being a bit discoloured now. Not a bad colour though, quite like it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to ink it up. And you remember I said about the little black line? Well, that's there to guide me, but I don't want to go in the exact same place, but it will allow me to position it where I was originally and then just twist it a little bit. So I'm just twisting that, pushing down. Even that looks lovely. I'll just show you that. Give you a bit of a close-up. Nice. And then we're just going to throw a bit of apple red on there. And you'll see it better when it's heated. But if you look closely, you can see the red, but you can also see like the other colour, the aquamarine has gone darker now, where it's sort of taken some of the powder, but not all of it. So I'm just going to do the others. And then just line it back up again. So I've got my line there, and then I'll just twist it that way. It's a good idea to sort of position your dot inside your dot, makes it easier. A little bit of powder. So you can't leave it for too long because I say it dries really quickly, but you don't have to go like crazy. And then the last one, so let's just have a look where it was. There was my line. I'm just gonna offsetting it. And then give that little flick. And I'll clear myself up here. A little bit messy. Okay, let's just heat this for you. So there we go, we've got our flower. I love this effect. I love white on craft. I think it looks gorgeous. And then another colour on top just really makes it pop. Looks lovely. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to use some of the Girl's Best Friend sparkles. So remember, sparkles are just pure glitter. There's no embossing powder in there. So we're just going to use an adhesive to get this on. Just make sure it's cool enough. So I'm just going to use a quickie glue pen. Nice little blob in the middle. Let's just do some little lines coming out. And then back in the pot, and same thing, just going to go through all three of them. You don't have to be precise on this, that's the great thing about it. I'll go back and clear that off in a minute. And then I'll just flick it on the floor again. Good job it's me that does the clearing up. Okay, so because, as I say, sparkles is a glitter, it doesn't need heating. It's not an embossing powder. So that just looks so pretty. Just sort of finishes it off. And then what I've got, I do like to tie upside down. I've taken some really thin, I think this is like 1/16 this ribbon. It's lovely. So I'm just going to tie, and when I tie, I just give it an extra little sort of tug to make the card curve a little bit, and then do a little bow, and then it will open out. Now if it goes too loose, that's far too loose, so I didn't pull it enough. Pull that in a bit more. If it goes too loose, just tie it again. That's better. Right, I'll turn it around the right way now. That's lovely. And then I'm just gonna flip that over. As I say, I've already stamped and embossed the For You on my little die cut piece there, and I just done that in white so it contrasts with it. There's foam pads everywhere. Bring my white card in. Just peel these little guys off. It's always when you're on camera that you can't peel them off properly. If you're just sitting here on your own doing it, they all come off so easily. But when you're thinking like, this is really boring for people to see. Okay. So you always want to make sure you've got your ribbon on before you do this next step, which is putting it onto the card face. Let's just stick that down, and then I've popped a couple of little foam pads on here, and then I'm just gonna pop that over the ribbon. There we go. And then there we got a really quick and simple little card that's quite striking, I think, and totally different colours for me. Have you noticed there's no teal in there? No blue, no green, no teal. Thanks for watching. Bye.